Hello my friend, in this video I'm going to show you how you can use Spotify links to share your music, whether it's a song, album, or playlist, so let's jump right into it. You can create a Spotify link to share your music by pressing the three dots next to any song, selecting share, and then pressing the copy song link option. This will create a URL that can send anyone that clicks it to that music on Spotify. Although it is quite straightforward to create a Spotify link, the place where you can find that copy song link option may vary depending on where you are in the Spotify app and whether you're using a phone or on desktop. And in addition to this, there's a much better way to do this if you are a music artist looking to promote your own music with Spotify links. So before diving into this a little bit more in detail, I wanted to let you know that I've also written an article on this topic, so if you'd like to follow along, or if you simply prefer the written word format, you can simply Google Spotify links, Best Friends Club, and you'll get access to this article for free. So with that said, let's jump right back into it. So how to share songs with Spotify links. At the end of the day, as long as you can find the three dots next to a song or album or playlist on Spotify, you'll be able to find the copy song link option to create a Spotify link. So the 4 steps to doing this is finding the song that you want to share on Spotify, pressing the 3 dots next to that song, selecting share from the drop down, and pressing copy song link. So right here, there is a example of what this looks like. You can hover over the song, and then on the far right, there'll be the 3 dots. Then you scroll down to share, and then kind of this little thing pops up, and then you can press copy song link. After copying that Spotify song link, you will have a URL copied to your clipboard that looks something like this. HTTPS open.spotify.com/track/ a whole bunch of random characters basically. And when someone clicks on the Spotify link that you just created on a mobile device, it will open up the Spotify app to that music if they have the Spotify app installed. And when someone clicks on that Spotify link when they're on desktop, it will either open up the Spotify web player with an option to open Spotify desktop app, or it will open up the Spotify desktop right away if they set it up as default. And I actually have an image of what that looks like. If it has not been set up by default, it'll open up the web player like this. It's like in a Chrome browser in this instance, and there'll be a little option saying, hey, do you want to open it up in the actual web Spotify app? Not the web app, sorry, the actual Spotify desktop app. Beyond that, there are a few extra things you should know when creating a Spotify link like this. And the first is that if the 3 dots are not visible in that area, you may simply need to hover over that song for them to appear, or you can right click on the song if you're on the desktop app or web player. And what that looks like is back up in this example here, it actually won't show these dots near the song all the time. You might need to hover over it and then it'll appear and then you can do it, or just right clicking will have this same drop down menu appear as well. And in addition to that, on desktop, you can also right-click the album art of the song you're currently listening to, create a Spotify link for that song as well. As you can see here on the web player on the bottom left, there's the album art here, and you can right-click that and then find the share and then copy song link button. So next, moving along, if you want to share albums with Spotify links, it's very, very similar. You can create a Spotify link to share any album on Spotify by pressing the 3 dots next to that album, selecting share, and pressing the copy song link. And here is an example of what that looks like. You can see here we have entered into a actual album on Spotify, and you'll see that the 3 dots are kind of at the top next to the play button over there, and you can see the main thing that changes that over when you go to share, it'll say copy album link instead of copy song link. And in this instance, it'll be very similar to the URL that's created when you do it with songs, but the main difference is you can see here it'll say open.spotify.com/album, and that's kind of the way you can tell that URL is going to send to an album. Lastly, before moving on to playlists, it is important to note that even songs that are released as singles, so if it's just one song, they will also have an option to share an album link to that release as well. So over here, I have a song here called Orbiting that's been selected, and you can see that at the top, if you click the arrows, the 3 dots rather, kind of in this higher end section, when you go to share, it'll say copy album link. But if you went down to the song here within this album and then went to the dots on that would say copy song link. So that's just important to know, because sometimes there's quite a few songs that are released as singles, and if that's the case, then you want to make sure that you're sending people to the right place. I think it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, just something that you should be aware of. And then next, moving on to sharing playlists with Spotify. Again, it's quite similar. You can create a Spotify link to share any playlist on Spotify by pressing the 3 dots next to a playlist, selecting share, and then pressing the copy link to playlist option. Again, this is going to look very similar to how it does with the playlist. It's kind of a similar look of it here, so it'll just have the playlist name and you can press the dots, and the main difference is that it'll say copy link to playlist instead of copy playlist link or copy album link. That's kind of how that is visualized. And once you do copy that link, it's going to be very similar to albums and singles, where it's just going to say open.spotify.com/playlist and a bunch of gibberish instead. So that's kind of the main ways as a Spotify user how you can share the music that you have with other people outside of Spotify and pass along the links. But one thing that I do want to mention is that if you're a music artist and you're looking to share your music, I wouldn't recommend actually using these Spotify links if you're a music artist. So although the Spotify links that you can create for songs, albums, and playlists are a fantastic way for sharing music as a fan of an artist, it's not the best way to share your music if you're actually the artist behind that music. Instead, it's actually best practice for music artists to create third-party music link or smart link pages for the music that they want to promote. Music links, also called smart links, are music landing pages, basically a web page, that have buttons that link out to the song, album, or playlist that you want to promote on all of the different streaming services. And you might be wondering why have the extra step of sending people to this music link instead of just sending them directly to Spotify. And it's a great question. And in a perfect world, we actually would be simply sending people directly to Spotify as artists. But there are 3 reasons that you actually do not want to use these direct to Spotify links to send your fans and listeners directly to Spotify. And the reason, number 1, is for proper tracking. When a potential fan clicks on your links, you want to be able to track them with advertising pixels for Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, Spotify ads, Snapchat, that kind of stuff, if you're taking your music marketing seriously. Spotify does not allow you to add any tracking pixels to Spotify, meaning that you can't see things like where your fans are coming from or be able to properly run effective ads that promote your music. Adding the small step of making your fans hit a website like this first allows you to collect more data that can help you make smarter decisions as a artist and opens up more promotional opportunities. The second reason is for Spotify conversion ads, which is basically running Facebook ads for growing Spotify streams. If you are promoting your music with ads, sending potential fans directly to Spotify greatly increases the chance of advertising algorithms optimizing around bots, click farms, and that kind of thing instead of actual fans. In short, you'd be wasting your money and not getting the amount of Spotify streams that you actually should. If you want to learn more about this, I do have a free course that you can click to in this article, and actually 2 free courses. I have a free course on music links that you can check out, and a free course on running Facebook ads for musicians to grow Spotify streams as well. Then the third thing is for higher quality fans. So sending potential fans to your website first increases the steps the fan has to take, but also increases the quality of that fan. It may seem counterintuitive at first, but the more steps that a fan has to take, the higher quality that fan is. In marketing, these extra steps are called micro-commitments, which are basically just very small yeses that fans take that add up over time to deepen the relationship, increase their trust in you as an artist, kind of building that artist-to-fan relationship. So, if you want to learn a little bit more about music tools in this article here, there are a bunch of different options, and there's a free course here as well that you can check out, and a bunch of different things that you can check out. But if you want a video that will go over this stuff, I do have a video that I'll link to above that goes over smart links for music marketing, gives you a whole rundown of the strategy and how you can optimize your music links to get more streams and get started with all this stuff. So with that said, that is a rundown of the Spotify links, both a way to use them as, just normal fans of artists on Spotify, as well as people that are actually artists, music artists, musicians on Spotify like myself. So with that said, hopefully you found this useful. If you did, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Otherwise, good luck, best of luck, and have fun sharing your music and promoting your music or whatever you're doing out there. I'll see you in the next video, my friend. Have a good one.